This is John from PbNation. I'm out here at Gateway Paintball Park with the new Etha 2 from Planet Eclipse with the PAL loader. So, you may have seen where the EMAC shot fantastic with the PAL, but let's see how an electronic gun does. So, the PAL hopper has no electronics in it and doesn't actually waste any air. It just uses air that's escaping to power the hopper. Now, all the hopper does is agitate a little bit, so it is not a force feed hopper. However, let's see how it does. So one thing I noticed right away is that there are no blank shots. So as you can see, the gun's a little bit dirty. I've been playing with it all day, but one of the neat parts about the Etha 2 is it has eyes. So it'll only shoot when there's actually a ball detected. Now the EMAC, it'll give you blank shots, but the Etha 2, it won't. Alright, I can definitely feel a couple trigger pulls here and there where it's not shooting, but that is incredibly fast for a hopper that, again, has no electronics, has no internals that force feed paint. So again, not catching every single trigger pull, but still really fast, especially for rec ball. And already most of a hopper gone. All right, well, so that's the first time I've had to actually shake it to get a ball to feed. So, not exactly a hopper that can keep up with a force feed, but less than 20 bucks and no batteries to die. So, the Etha 2 is incredibly smooth. So with a just gravity hopper that didn't have the PAL internals, paint wouldn't be feeding at all. But with the PAL hopper, paint's coming out. And completely dry. No spinning, obviously, because there's nothing inside to spin. So, pretty quick, pretty fun. As you can see, absolutely destroyed the gun today. Took it through the mud, took it through the water. Didn't have to worry about the hopper not jamming or the hopper having any issues. It made for a lot of fun. It's honestly the first time I've played rec ball with an electronic gun in a very long time, but it was nice. And I never tried to shoot it this fast, to be perfectly honest, so I'm already a little impressed with how quickly it's shooting. Another thing about this gun, it is 30-something degrees, high 30s. It's sunny out, but it is not the ideal weather for paintball. It's wet, it's muddy, it's gross out here. Etha 2 is an absolute champ. Now, the way to tell the difference between a regular Etha 2 and one that's PAL enabled is the feed neck. You can see the feed neck's a little longer. It is not round. It's hard to tell from the front, but it's really easy to tell from the side. And then the other way to tell is you just look at the top. So the top will have this little eye right here, and that's what actually triggers the PAL hopper. And all it does is pushes this little blue button, and that's it. And all that does is inside the hopper, it makes sure that two balls don't get stuck side by side. That's it. That's simple. I'm not sure if you can see, but it indexes back here. So it's really hard to get the hopper not on right where it won't feed. But really nothing to it. And incredibly simple. Jack Wood did a fantastic job designing this one. Oh, second time I had to shake it. It's just a lot of fun to shoot. Now, every time you hear the gun shooting, a ball's coming out. That's simple, because again, with the eyes, if there's no ball, no sound. And then the other thing that amazes me is I'm able to shoot it completely dry. No paintballs left in it at all. And again, no breaks or chops. And it's been absolutely fantastic all day. It's been a lot of fun to play with. So, Etha 2. Oh, one thing about the Etha 2. You do not have to shoot the PAL hopper. You can put any normal hopper on this. You can put a regular gravity feed, but why would you? When the PAL's only less than 20 bucks. More importantly, you can put any force feed hopper on this. And the Etha 2 is a fantastic gun. You can't scratch it up because this Polymer X outside shell, and it's so it doesn't matter if you get it, throw it in your bag, doesn't matter if you bump it around, doesn't matter if you bang it around, it still looks good. It's great for speedball, great for woods ball, fantastic gun. I've only shot the Etha 2 before, playing basically NXL points, and it's been a fun gun to shoot there. So now it's an even more fun gun to shoot in the woods thanks to the PAL hopper. All right, let's get brave. Let's try and shoot the Etha 2 with the PAL loader on ramp. Shake. All sorts of fun. Again, you can tell it's not exactly hitting the cap with the 10.2 ramp, but still lots of fun to shoot. I can feel the ramp kicking in, but it's not sustaining. And again, shot it completely dry with absolutely no problems or issues. Again, not a steady, even ramp, but still, all sorts of fun, and just shows you that, again, no paint breaking whatsoever. Makes it an absolutely viable alternative to a force feed hopper. When you're playing around, playing some rec ball, hopper goes down, there are lots of reasons to own a PAL. More importantly, there's no reason not to if you have an EMAC 2 that's PAL compatible, or an Etha 2, or you own an EMAC. All right, so the PAL hopper was a huge amount of fun to shoot out here. Liked playing with it. I definitely noticed that it was not a force feed hopper a couple times, but it didn't take away any of the fun, and it still fed pretty well. It fed incredibly well for a hopper with absolutely no batteries. Something that I'll definitely play with a lot more on the EMAC. It's just a blast to play with. It's not going to replace a force feed hopper any day soon, but it does offer a really inexpensive alternative. And again, it doesn't take anything away from the gun, because this gun can still use a force feed hopper. It can still use any kind of regular hopper. But Etha 2, absolutely killing it out there.